Xin chào everybody, and welcome back to Evil GM Let's Look At series. This is the time we have a game called Erin, The Last SG, developed by Daniel Franko, based in Edinburgh, Scotland, and the game was released on April the 5th, 2017, which was something like a month ago or so, give or take. It's a mobile game. Gaming platforms can be bought on iOS, Google Play, Amazon, and Windows Phone. The game is a free-to-play, and it doesn't have interrupting ads like most of the mobile games, so you can completely immerse yourself in the gameplay. In the free version, you can play the first two worlds, which is about 2 hours of gameplay, give or take, depending on how much you want to grind the old levels for experience points. But the game encourages you to move forward in the map, giving you more experience points when clearing out the areas you haven't finished yet. You can activate the rest of the game with one-time pay what you want purchase, starting from €2 to €22, and I highly recommend you to support this awesome work by Daniel and the others that have gone through while making it. The game is in English. File size is about 95 megabytes, so it shouldn't take too much space from your cell phone and should run smoothly even with the old, few-year-old cell phones too. The game design, code and graphics and sounds were made by Daniel Franko himself, and he has worked on it for over a year all by myself. And the additional graphics were made by Elemental 2D FX pack by RTFX, 3D Lioness by Phillip Guerrero, music both atmospheric and warfare library was done by Eirik Johansen, and the combat music collection by Leonard French. Additional sounds like screams and shouts were yelled by Saro Sahihi, magic spell sound effects by Evil Mind, I like that name, and Phantom Magic by Epic Stock Media. Erin, The Last SG is a challenging experience combining tactical combat based with RPG elements. It is set in mythical Scotland, where the game follows Erin on her quest to defeat Balor, the god of blight, and save the world from ultimate destruction. Lots of responsibility for one woman's shoulders, but considering that you're the last one, you really don't have much of a choice, do you? The game has a unique tactical combat system where you use enemies' weaknesses against them to achieve critical hits or capture an enemy to turn it into an ally. Some enemies can use magic to buff other monsters in the area, while others can cause hurtful long-term effects on you, such as bleeding, burning, slowdown, stun, and weak. You'll have to come up with the best tactics to defeat each unique group of enemies you face on your adventure. The game consists of rich lore and skill-based spell casting, and you'll have to explore mythical Scotland and find lost treasures and magical items that will aid you on your journey. You will use runes to cast elemental spells and identify enemy weaknesses. Also, you can enhance the effect of your magical skillful spells casting, which I will show you in the gameplay. Before the gameplay, I want you to pause for a second and listen to the music on the background. Can you hear it? The moment I listened to it the first time, I knew this game had huge potential. The graphics are nice, very nice, retro style, and the music is just, well, the music just shows the level of thing by itself. So let's go to the gameplay here. We have a new game, and I've played the game for about a few hours already, but I deleted the file so that I can show you the gameplay itself. Of course, I could have just done it in a different game slot, but never mind about that. The good thing about having a different profile slots is that you can basically just borrow your phone for somebody else, and they can play the game on different save file. And also this game has 3 different difficulties: normal, hard, and impossible. I haven't tried the other ones because I'm such a wuss, so usually I play with the normal game. So let's look at the intro first. Balor, the god of blight, walks the lands again. Only the ancient race of Sahihi dared to oppose him. Standing no chance against Balor's army, they all perished in the battle. All but one. Should have read that in trailer voice. So, here we go. In the first game, you have the selection of skipping the tutorial, or you can just follow the tutorial, of course. Since the gameplay is a bit different from other games that I have played before, I do recommend following the tutorial. The gameplay itself isn't that hard. It's easy to learn, but still, once you have mastered the whole controls, it goes smoothly. So, welcome to Erin, the Last SC. The tutorial fairy will pop up from time to time and explain most of the important game mechanics. You can access all available tutorials from the game menu. Do you want me to help you throughout the game or not? Please stay in our company. So here's the explanation of the timeline. The combat is turn-based. Erin and all involved creatures are displayed on the timeline from left to right. The timeline is divided into 3 sections: cooldown, which is the white one, begin attack, which is the blue one, and focus on attack and execute. And Erin, as well as each enemy, has their own speed that affects the cooldown section of the timeline, and the remaining 2 sections are affected by the speed of the selected attack, and also based on the skill of this skill you have on character profile. Which means if you specialize yourself in fire spells, most of the fire spells will perform much faster in the game. Excuse me. And since the game is actually turn-based, you don't have to hurry a lot in real life. You can just take it easy and look how the timeline goes and wait for your turn. So here, it's time to cast the first spell. You can cast the spells using the runes at the bottom of the screen and use your or use a spell book. You can open your spell book now and select the combustion spell. Notice that the book contains detailed information and each spell of each spell's like damage and speed. So let's take a look at it. Here on the right upper corner, you have the picture of a book, and here we have all the spells. It has been all the spells are categorized in 5 different sections. We have fire spells, water spells, air spells, earth spells, and energy spells. Currently, we have only 2 spells. Combustion. You can see it's a fire elemental spell. The strength varies from 0 to 39. Difficulty is one of the easiest spells to cast, and the speed is a bit of a slow spell, but you can get faster spells in the end. It deals fire damage to the selected enemy, and tapping the cast button here casts the spell automatically instead of using the runes. The runes you can see here in the middle of the screen. If you have a good visual memory, you can probably remember how it goes, but I myself remember the spell casting from the order of tapping and clicking. The water spell, Cure Light Wounds, is a water elemental spell, and it heals you from 0 to 400 depending on your skill with water spells. It's also one of the easiest spells to perform, and it has way faster speed compared to the combustion spell. And since I already know how to make the combustion spell, I don't have to click it, but I'll show you instead how to perform it on the runes. We also have Bestiary, which lists all the details of different enemies, such as their weaknesses and so on. But currently, because I don't have the Identify spell, I don't have no knowledge of this creature called Weak Foot. But anyways, let's go back to the rune section. Here, it's your turn, and you can select from your spellbook or just cast from the runes itself. So combustion is this, and this 2 times. Here you can see I've passed the area, the timeline, all the way to the right side, and now I'm actually ready to cast and release the spell I chose. Each spell has to be executed precisely in order to achieve the maximum effect. Depending on how you execute the spell, it is either stronger or weaker, or it even may fail if you haven't executed it correctly. So here, combustion. As you can see, combustion is one of the easiest spells you can have. It only needs 2 taps. And another combustion. The start of the game, almost failed. You can see here I only did half the damage because I only made half the performed half of the spell performance right. I missed the click, the tap on the right side, but got the tap on the left side right. So successful attacks increase your hit streak counter. The high hit streak will affect some of the runes and make them glow. Using these specific runes in combat will significantly increase your effect to cast a spell. As you can see, the rune on the left side and on the right side are glowing now, and since combustion spell effects needs the rune on the left side, it's gonna be a bit more strong than normally. good thing that the creature attacked us when we were still in the blue area, because if Erin would have been on the left side, the right side of the area, the yellow area, that is when the creatures, the enemies, can actually interrupt your spells. And let's see if we have the right timing this time to hit the creature during its performing phase. Good. And yes, well, the creature died, so we couldn't see the interruption. But the creature would have gone all the way to the back to the left side and start the round again from the beginning. That's a good tactic to if you're fighting one-on-one battles, that you try to maintain your attacks so that they will time enemies to interrupt them on the yellow phase. Anyway, here I'm facing now more than one enemy. Now I can select my target by tapping on the creature. It's usually I like to concentrate my attacks on one creature and just kill them one by one. But sometimes if you're facing different types of enemies... Oh, here comes the interruption. There we go. The other creature that I didn't hit can continue its fight normally, and the one that I managed to hit on the yellow area has to start the game again on the left side. So this game has a good tactical value when to perform which kind of spells, fast or slow ones, to match the creature's pace. Okay, let's do another combustion. And since I was hit on the blue area, I wasn't interrupted. And this poor creature will probably be hit... No, it was still on the blue area, so I didn't get to interrupt it. So I was hurt in the combat, and the spells tells me to use the Cure Light Wound spells. Try casting it using the runes shown above. If you didn't remember it, you can also go back to the spell book and see Cure Light Wounds listed as this, and this. You can also categorize your spells into your favorite spells, the spells that you use most often, and here you can see all of the spells. But okay, let's just cast the Cure Light Wound spell. And you can see the game performing the spell by itself. Oh, I actually managed to dodge the spell. Because if I wasn't able to dodge the attack of the creature, my spell would have been interrupted at this point. So, and also, I'm about to cast a more complex spell. These kind of spells require more precise timing to achieve maximum effect. Either drag the runes to the countdown section as shown above, and you don't really have to worry if you've missed it a few times. Because if you can still execute your spell better than 50%, the spell will most likely be successful. Boom. Boom. Great. Fully healed. And another combustion spell here. No interruptions, because I was still in the blue area. And in the yellow area, I'm in danger of being interrupted. So here, I'm wondering whether I should do the combustion spell, because I'm not sure if I can make it in time, or just cast a Cure Light Wound spell that is way faster, and most likely my character will reach the right side of the bar much faster than the creature. But hey, let's do the combustion spell and see which one is faster. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Here! Finally, interruption. an enemy hit you while you were focusing on casting a spell, and you lose your turn and return to the beginning of the timeline when this happens. Interruptions can be prevented by protective spells that you'll come across soon. And I do say that protective spells are so important in this game, because if you keep getting annoyed by getting interrupted by monsters, protective spells are your thing to go. And here we go. This combustion spell is probably slow enough not to be... Oh, did I reach the yellow? No, I didn't. I was still in the blue line. And here you go. Bang! Boom! Oh, too late. 18 damage. Guess I'm just prolonging this whole fight here. You can see Erin is much faster with this combustion fire spell than the creature itself, and I was able to pass the whole creature in the timeline. Another combustion. One of the rooms were highlighted, so it means this spell should be stronger this time. And boom! Almost reaching the end of the level. Usually at the end of the level, you can see on the map area if the level contains an item or not. Smash it open. Shockwave. Here, Shockwave. It's an energy type of elemental spell. Spell power is between 0 and 34. Easy from the difficulty, and speed little faster than a combustion. Deals energy damage to selected enemy. Yes, let's grab it all. And here, experience points gained 15%. I mean 15 points. Bonus spells from spell efficiency. If you select spells that enemy has weaknesses, you get more experience. And if you score critical hits, you also get more experience, bonus experience points. So, let's continue our journey. And the game is auto-saving after this level. Okay, here's the overworld. Welcome to the overworld map. Here you can select any of the available levels and progress towards your goal, defeating Balor. You can enter levels by pressing the button on the bottom right corner of the screen. Okay, let's go to the second level and enter the waterback burn. And I think in this level you're encountering different enemies. Yes, new types of enemies here. I'm facing a haggis, not the edible type one. Although you can probably make a haggis out of a haggis creature. Not sure about the flavor though. But anyways, this creature is a fast one. These creatures are faster than most of the others that you'll come across. Using the spells like Shockwave is necessary to gain an advantage in the battle. So here, let me show you. If I cast Combustion, still faster than the... Oh, almost missed my spell. Also being able to interrupt the whole dude. But hey, let's do Shockwave. And you can see from the timeline that Shockwave is much faster than the Combustion spell. An advantage you absolutely need in your battle. And here, two creatures. Let's go with Combustion. I like Combustion. It's oh. The other Haggis is much faster, and there you go. It was interrupted. So that's why, basically, at this point where you can see the difference, speed difference between the Haggis and me, I could go with the Shockwave again, but I think the Shockwave is way too fast for my tactics, so I'm gonna go with Combustion and hope that my creature the creature doesn't actually reach the end before I do. Oh, it didn't. So I got to interrupt the creature, and this time I'll go with the shockwave so that I can finish off the creature before it's up. Well, it didn't have much HP anyways. So when there's only one creature left in the fight, it's the fights are much easier because you'll be most likely just be concentrating on interrupting the creature constantly. I'm gonna do combustion again because I don't want to be interrupted this time. Boom, boom, excellent, full power. Yes, Captain. The graphics are really retro style, as you can see, and I think I always had a soft spot when it comes to these type of games. Hold on, I'm gonna enlarge. I just didn't notice that my screen was so small. Anyways, here you have two types of enemies, and you can defeat them. My tactics is actually defeat the faster creature first, because it has a high chance of constantly interrupting you. Boom! Shockwave. Half of its HP. Decent. Most likely will interrupt me again. Or actually this time I was interrupted by the slower creature that was still on the last round. If I'm about to execute shockwave in this, I might reach the yellow line before right at the moment when this haggis is gonna kill me. So I'm gonna do combustion instead because it's a much slower attack, ensuring that I will most likely defeat the creature before it hits me. There you go. And now it's one-on-one fight. Let's make a cure light wound spells. Didn't notice that my spells were just in time. Didn't perform the spell well, but the cure light wounds is so powerful spell that you will be able to execute it, whether if you're gonna succeed in it poorly. Come on, creature, die already. Another combustion. Yes. No chance for interrupting this time. Click, click, tap, tap, swipe. So the more complicated spells you get at some point, the more swipes and clicks you actually have to perform. And I like this game mechanics a lot because I haven't seen it in other games. Then again, when I usually play console games, you have different types of game mechanics. But considering that this is a mobile game, I haven't seen it in any other game before. And believe me, I have tried a lot of mobile games. So, excuse me. We have identify spells here. It's an energy type of spell, has a good speed, and it's not that hard to execute. It reveals the target strength and weaknesses, and the caster of the spell should be on the same level as the targeted creature in order to reveal all the information. If you are lower than the creature, it will only reveal some of the information, but most likely you will be aiming to try and see what the creature's weaknesses are. Of course, if you accidentally just cast the right elemental spell on the creature, you will notice how effective it's gonna be. So no need for identifying. So we also have Airwave. It's a air elemental spell, has a low damage value, but it's easy to execute, and it's even faster than Shockwave. It's actually one of my favorite spells because you can interrupt the haggis and other creatures time to time, and at the best you can actually make 2 spells in the time when the slower creatures haven't even reached the right side of the timeline yet. And we also have Shapewater, which is a bit of a slow spell. Has more damage than Combustion though, but usually I've used it quite little. Nevertheless, let's take them all. More experience, more spell efficiency, no critical hits. Moving on. And also, this type of game, it's a simple concept. It's a really simple concept where you can just admire the background, and the music is something I enjoy a lot, and the gameplay. Probably the gameplay is one of the most important things that affects the enjoyment and the value of the game itself. Okay, here, identifying the creatures. Each creature you come across have its own strengths and weaknesses. You can discover those by casting the Identify spell, and successfully identified creatures will be stored in your bestiary. It is vital to know your enemies well in order to progress through your game. Try casting the Identify spell on creature now. And since I don't remember how it is casted, I'm just gonna go here. It's in the energy type, Identify, cast, click, 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 click. Bling, bling, bam. Too late. But still, I managed to identify the creature successfully. The Identify spell has 3 tiers and this is the 100% tier 3 information is available. Let's go to the bestiary and check it out. So this is a creature, Orchestral. It's a level 1 creature with 112 health, strength of about 49, has average cooldown, average attack. It's weak against water and fire, and resistant against nothing. Most of the attack types are weak physical attack or regular physical attack, which is probably slower than the weak one. And time to time it has a special attack, which is Earth spell. It's a dwarfish troll, or trolls, are direct descendants of the gigantic monsters described in Nordic legends. Breaking with trollish tradition though, trolls make superb mages, usually focused on specific magic elemental. They venture out of their earthen mound dwellings in the evening, often entering households as the inhabitant sleeps. They try to steal gold and silver items, eat leftover food, and live quietly unless disturbed. Sounds like me in teenager years. Agitated trolls do not hesitate to use their powerful spells and sharp claws when necessary. That also reminds me of my teenage years. Anyways, let's. As you can see, the creature is all the way on the right side of the screen, and combustion or the shock wave will most likely will not reach the creature. So I'm gonna go for airwave spell. The spell book is good if you really don't remember how the spell was cast from the runes. And as you can see, it's whoop, too late, fail. It would have been a good situation to actually interrupt the whole creature with that fast spell, but I wasn't paying attention to the spell casting itself. So, fire weakness, got critical. Let's do the airwave spell. Let's see if we can reach the... Yes, we did. Boom. It's a fast spell, but didn't do much of a damage. But the meaning of the spell was just to reach the right side of the timeline in order to interrupt the creature. Another critical, the creature is down. Yay, moving on. And here we have the another draw and haggis. Since the haggis creature is faster than the draw, I'm gonna concentrate my attacks on haggis this time. And let's do shockwave, since it's it doesn't go too fast, and I'll be able to match the speed of the haggis. There we go. And let's do another shockwave so that we don't get interrupted by the draw. There we go. Boom, boom, fang. The more you make these spells, the more you can actually notice that there is a certain rhythm to the spells. Boom, boom. And you can execute the spells much easier in the future. Let's go with combustion. Let's see if we can hit the guy with the perfect one. Boom! Boom! Oh, too late. Wasn't paying much attention here. Let's go with shockwave. Let's see if we can. Yes! No, we couldn't. Was a bit greedy, but hey, what can you do? Another shock, airwave. Boom, boom. Low damage. If at this point I would have the capture spell, I could capture the creature once the energy bar of the creature is somewhere around in the dark red area. That's usually less than 25 hit points, and I can capture like a Pokemon and use it as my ally to fight against the creatures in future battles. But I'm gonna show it later when I actually acquire the spell. Let's go with shockwave. I'll most likely will reach the timeline. Oh, almost failed the spell. There we go. Almost at the end of the line. Is there anybody? Anybody? Oh yeah, here we go. This one. Let's concentrate on the haggis again. I want to get rid of the fast ones usually. Boom, boom, bang. Also reminds me of Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's a good comic book and cartoon series. I do love it. Probably that's why it's one of the... Okay, I did choose the wrong spell, but let's go with combustion. We have just enough time to perform the thing before each of any of the creatures reach the right side of the timeline. Boom. So little hit points. I Nah, let's be risky. Almost died here. But don't worry, I have faith. I have faith in myself. Hope is the worst of mankind, for it prongs the torments of men. Heal! Cure light wounds. Zip, zip. Fully healed. It's not a hard battle. I'm just messing with my timing because I'm constantly talking at the same time while making this review video. Anyways, let's shockwave. See if we can catch up with the creature. Yes, pass by. Shockwave. Kamehame. Ooh. And that's it. Lots of X, spell efficiency, critical hits, no level ups yet. Let's place onward until I get a level up at least. So in the field map, in the map area, you can actually see from the symbols on each level whether you're gonna get a new item or not. Since this level that we're standing on currently doesn't have the picture of a chest, you're not gonna get any new items. But on the next one instead, we'll probably have something if we finish the level alive. Even if you die during the level, the game doesn't punish you from failing that much. You will most likely, you will still get to continue from beginning of the level, but you also they're not that much of a punishment to it. You just retry playing the same level again, or if you find that some level is way too hard for you, you can just come back to the game whenever you feel like. I mean, back to the level, that is. Combustion. Let's go combustion. Let's try not to rush too much. Oh, I did get interrupted. Shockwave. Let's pick up the pace. Boom. Boom. Great. High damage. Massive damage. How risky I wanna... Let's go with combustion. I like the combustion. Oh, that was a mistake. I got interrupted again. And probably a good timing for cure light wounds. Boom. Boom. Fully healed. Remember, I'm playing the normal difficulty, so I can't... Oh, this is a good timing. I'm gonna use the airwave spell and interrupt the freaking creature. There you go. And it had to start all over again. Combustion, because it's a strong spell and not too fast. And that's about the right timing. I get to interrupt the creature all over again. And this time, because it has so little HP left, I'm gonna go with a fast spell so that I just get this out of my way. Boom! Thank you. And the other creature is... let's go combustion. Let's not try to rush too fast. Good, good. Can still perform this whole spell without being interrupted here. Beat the creature, rush to the right side. It's executing its own attack. Let's go shockwave. Another interruption for the creature. Ding, ding, boom. Some spells have you have to swipe or tap 3 times, or some spells are so hard that you actually have to do it 4 times. Let's go with the airwave. I'm getting impatient here. Goodbye! No, don't leave anywhere. It's the video isn't over yet. I was just saying bye to the creature. Oh, there we go. 2 draws. And combustion maybe? Yeah, let's go with combustion. Most likely I get to interrupt one of the draws. There you go. Critical. It's weak against this type of damage. Please attack me before I get to the yellow area. Thank you. And click, click, tap, tap, boom. You're out. And you're ahead of me, so I want to rush it a bit with my airwave. Bang, boom, excellent, boom, interrupted. Good. Combustion, I guess. A basic fire spell that I love so much. Boom. Because it's easy to perform and seems to be the creature's weakness also. So let's just give it another combustion. Doesn't matter if I interrupt it or not. It will most likely die if I get a good performance on the spell. There we go. Halfway through the level. And a few fights more. Haggis. Fast little maniacs are there. Let's go with Shockwave so that we get to interrupt at least one of them. There we go. Thank you. Attack by the other one. Again, low with the HP. Let's use Cure Light Wounds. Boom. Oh, almost failed. Heal. And again with Combustion. Not too fast spell so that we don't get interrupted. It's this whole timeline thing is I like it a lot. It gives so much tactical value to the whole game. And again, I'll go with the Combustion so that I don't get interrupted by Haggis attacks. Boing, boing, boom. One more. Let's go Airwave. It should be fast enough. Swipe. Hame, hame, ha! And there we go. Almost at the end. The chest is waiting. Probably one more fight. Or not. Level up, please. What do you have here? Knock, knock. Who's there? Chest. Chest who? Chest, I got you. Iron skin and forgive me for poor jokes. I was empty with the jokes. I guess I got way too many bad jokes during the weekend. But hey, here, Iron Skin creates a shield of protecting the caster from physical attacks for 3 rounds. Precise execution of the spell significantly increases the defense. Defense. It's a fast spell to execute, and it's not that hard either. And the burst of fire, it's even more strong than the combustion, and the speed is somewhat the same. Deals fire damage. Let's take them all. XP. Thank you. Level up yet? Almost. Yes, we did. So let's level up. Here you can see we have obtained enough experience points to level up. Each level up will increase your maximum health and allow you to improve Erin's vitality, willpower, or speed. You can also select the an element I want to enhance, and you can tap the question mark button to see more information. Here, the attributes. If you increase the attribute, it increases the strength of the casted spells and decreases the damage caused by magic made by the enemies. The speed itself increases the spellcaster speed in battle, which is how fast you proceed in the wide area of the timeline bar. Vitality increases the amount of health and decreases the damage caused by physical attacks, which is good when you fight big bosses at some point, or many small ones. The elements. Each point invested in any individual element increases damage caused by the spell of that element and slightly decreases the time required to cast a spell. Excuse me. I'm gonna go with speed because speed has this tactical advantage in this game, and I constantly love how I interrupt the attacks of the creatures. And then pick up the element. Basically, if I want to be even faster with the shockwave or airwave, I could put it in the air. But considering that the air spell is already fast enough, I'm gonna boost my fire spells a bit so that it doesn't linger constantly in the back. So that was basically the level up. Let's check out the protective spells we have with Thorn Plains. Damn, I just gotta love the music. So, you're now able to cast spells that protect you against the physical attacks. Protective spells significantly reduce the received damage and protect the caster against the interruption. Try casting the Iron Skin spell now. Keep it in mind that this spell will only protect you against physical attacks. And yes, this is the Iron Skin is probably one of my favorite spells that I constantly cast every now and then. Click, 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 yes. And boom, boom, shlung. Now, if I get hit in the yellow area by physical attacks during this phase, I'm not gonna be interrupted because I'm protected by the Iron Skin spell. But you can only have one protection spell at a time. There's like protection spells against fire and water and so on. Let's see, there was a new fire spell. Combustion, Burst of Fire. Let's choose Burst of Fire. Click, click, click. Oh, it's that one. That's my second favorite spell. So, here, I got attack, but luckily, because I had the protection spell on me, nothing happened. And let's go again with Burst of Fire. And swing, swoom, push. Much more effective than Combustion. I don't think I have touched Combustion ever since I got the other spell. And yeah, I'm gonna go with the same spell again. Because I don't have any worries that I will be interrupted this time thanks to the Iron Skin. Swoosh, cling, boom. And that's the last level of the Iron Skin. Let's oh, Cure Light Wounds. Wrong spell. Never mind. Just attack me if you want. Let's see if I can make the Iron Skin before. Yes, I can. Boom, boom, cling. Iron Skin on. Attack me. I don't care. Burst of Fire. Coming on you. This song reminds me of Pirates of the Caribbean a bit. I'm actually glad that we got to see so many different types of magic during these fights. Oh, there we go. We have a different type of haggis. Let's go to the bestiary and see. We have a scared haggis and weak haggis. The difference are nothing, because we haven't used the identify spells yet. But hey, we could. Let's cast. Hold on. Which? Let's select the brown one first and cast the identify spell. Jump, jump, jump. And we should be level 2 now if the creature is level 2 also. Oh, it's higher than level 2, so we didn't get enough information. Let's go take a look. Here's the description, yada yada yada. So as you can see, it's only level 2 of identification, so we don't know what is the weakness of the creature. But we do get to see its level. It's level 3, has this much health and strength, and it has fast cooldown and fast attack. Let's go and cast identify spell to the other creature. Identify. Yes. Please keep attacking me before I... Oh, I still have the protection spell on. Yes, the protection spells do last the whole fight, but you have to remember it only lasts for 3 rounds. It's a level 1 scared haggis, and it drops this types of gem. Later you can use these gems to enhance your casting speed, heal you up, or enhance the runes and whatever. So, weak against water, but the water spell is so slow that I usually don't do it. I usually concentrate on just the fast air spell or the fire spell. Speaking of which, let's see if... Hold on. Almost did the wrong spell. There you go. Iron Skin. Damn. Whoop. Good. We got our defenses on. And let's go with fire. Yeah, let's go with Wheels of Fire. Wow. Something, wheels on fire. Oh, that was effective. Let's do it again. I don't care how much you hit me. I'm taken. I'm not single. Oops. Guess you're not weak against fire, are we? Never mind. Let's do it again. Less damage. Swipe. Boom. Great. Bang. One more. Nah, I'm not gonna reach it before, even with the fast spell. I'm just gonna keep it with this burst of fire. At least those creatures aren't that strong. Not doing that much damage. Maybe I could have performed Iron Skin so that I have the Iron Skin ready for next next creatures. Let's concentrate on these fast. Oh, right. Let's put the Iron Skin back on. Swing, boom. Remember, kids, always use protection. And this time, I'm not worried that I get hit by the black creature or not, because most likely the Iron Skin will take the hit, unless the creature performs what was it? Oh, a spell, because Iron Skin only protects you against physical attacks, and so far creatures have only performed physical attacks against me. So I'll clear out the fast creatures here, and I will pass you in the timeline with my fast spell, so that I get to interrupt you. Good, 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 good. And since you have to start from the beginning, I'm gonna safely just go with a strong fire spell again. I bet that black creature is really annoyed by me constantly interrupting it. But that's how it goes. See, it didn't reach the area yet, and again it got interrupted. This is how I play the game. Of course, you could just concentrate on the strong spells or not, but I like how I interrupt the attacks of the creatures, much like in Wing Chun or Bruce Lee, you know, interrupting fist. You gotta beat up the dude before they get to beat you up. The Chinese monk had a good point. Thank you, Ung Mui, for the martial art. Fire shield creates a shield of protecting the caster from fire spells for 3 rounds. Precise execution of the spell significantly increases the defense. And remember, you can't have iron skin on while you have the fire shield. So unless you're fighting against some boss who constantly keeps making fire spells, you'll probably want to be happy with the other spell. So anyways, this was the game. Too bad I want to keep the introduction let's look at video short, but this was basically it. The map is huge, the first world map, and there's lots to play. And even this wasn't like 1 hour, 2 hours. It's definitely longer than 2 hours. The first world, if you just keep grinding levels and so on, I believe the first world map might give you enough game material for several days, even if you played every day for like 1 or 3 hours. So go to your take out your mobile phone, and go to the Google Play or whatever where you get your mobile games usually, and look for Erin, the last she. Was it? How do you pronounce it? It was last of she. It's I don't know. It's a Scottish name, so I don't know how to pronounce it. Hopefully I got it right. Anyways, go to the store, buy it. It's free. And if you want to play more than just 2 world levels and get the items to equip your character, pay $2, €2 for it, or 5 or 10, whatever. I myself donated 22 euros myself, because I just love the game. It's the graphics hit my weak spot. The music is awesome. The gameplay is unique, and you really don't. And it doesn't have ads. It's completely up to you how much you donate for the game. And if you like the game, and if you like this game review, let's look at video, please hit the like, hit the sub, hit the share, hit the bell, and you can find in the description where you can get the game. And from the description you can also find my own channel, and you can find Daniel's own pages, and you can check out the making of videos and travel the long journey with him, what he has seen through the trouble to get you this wonderful, awesome game. And have a nice day, and we'll see you next time in the future. Thank you and goodbye.